A year ago, humanoid robots were demos and promises. Right now, they're walking out of factories, signing real contracts, and breaking world records. So let's get into it. Beat 1. Figure 03, the robot built for your living room. For starters, there's Figure 03, and this is the one that shifted how I think about where this whole thing is heading. Figure is a California company that has spent the last 2 years quietly stacking wins, and the 03 is the model where it all clicked into place. The reveal lit up every feed I follow, and half the comments were people insisting it had to be remote controlled by a person somewhere off screen. The other half were already arguing about when they could put one in their kitchen. Both camps were missing the bigger story. Figure 03 stands around 165 centimeters and is built on a lineage that already logged real hours inside a BMW assembly plant handling sheet metal parts on a live line, so the industrial backbone is proven. What's new is everything wrapped around it. The hands now carry tactile sensors in every fingertip, sensitive enough to register a few grams of pressure, which is the difference between crushing a paper cup and setting it down clean. Brett Adcock, the founder, has been blunt about the mission. He wants a robot in the home doing dishes and folding laundry, not just a machine bolted to a factory floor. And to get there, they rebuilt the whole sensory system. Cameras run at a higher frame rate with a wider field of view, so it tracks moving objects without that laggy, stuttering hesitation you see in older units. It listens, it responds in natural speech, and it adjusts mid-task when you change your mind. Figure claims its newest behavior model lets the robot generalize across tasks it was never explicitly trained on. The implications are huge. Labor shortages in warehouses and elder care aren't a future problem, they're a right now problem, and a machine that can be dropped into either setting starts to look less like a gadget and more like infrastructure. Pricing hasn't been pinned to a public sticker yet, but the manufacturing target is mass scale, with a plant designed to build them by the tens of thousands. That alone tells you the intent. This isn't a one-off showpiece, it's a product line waiting on a launch date, and I'm watching this one closely. Beat 2. Atlas, the tireless factory hand. If you've followed Boston Dynamics for any length of time, you already know the legend. Atlas has been doing backflips and parkour since 2017, and for years it was the highlight reel everyone pointed to when they wanted to show off what a robot could do. That era is over. Atlas is a working product now. At CES 2026 in Las Vegas, Boston Dynamics put the all-electric production Atlas on stage during Hyundai's presentation, and the message left no room for doubt. Deployment isn't a maybe. It's locked for this year, slotting into Hyundai's manufacturing operations alongside Google DeepMind, and new customer openings reportedly won't appear until 2027. The spec sheet is staggering. Atlas carries 56 degrees of freedom, fully rotational joints engineered to match the range of a human athlete, and it can lift around 50 kilograms. It's water resistant and rated to operate from -20 up to 40 degrees Celsius. When the battery drains, it walks itself to a station, swaps the pack, and returns to work without a human babysitting the process. That's not a demo trick, that's how a real shift runs. The gripper is a 3-fingered design with a camera tucked into the palm and 7 degrees of freedom of its own, tuned specifically for industrial handling. 5 fingers would have been overkill for most line work. 3 is faster, cheaper, and more reliable. But the real leap is the behavior model built with the Toyota Research Institute. The price sits high, in the range of $420,000, a number that reflects enterprise-grade Hyundai-backed manufacturing. This isn't a novelty, it's industrial equipment built to run around the clock in rough conditions, and it's the clearest proof yet that the demo era has become the deployment era. Beat 3. Unitree G1, the one anyone can afford. What I respect most about Unitree is that while everyone else chased the biggest, strongest, most intimidating robot they could build, Unitree asked a different question entirely. What if you just made one people could actually buy? The G1 starts at $13,500. Sit with that number for a second, because most of the machines on this list cost somewhere between $150,000 and well past $400,000. Unitree shipped something genuinely capable at a fraction of that. The top tier G1 Ultimate comes comes loaded with an NVIDIA Jetson Orin NX, dexterous 3-finger tactile hands, up to 43 degrees of freedom, and full access to the development kit. Fully spec'd, it climbs to around $73,900, which is still under what many rivals charge for their entry model. And don't mistake the price for a lack of substance. You demonstrate a task, it watches, and it reproduces the motion almost exactly. By the first half of 2025, more than 5,000 units had already gone out the door, landing in the hands of Amazon, Stanford, MIT, and UT Austin. A newer firmware update brought large language model integration directly onto the Orin chip, so you can hand the robot a natural language command and watch it execute on the hardware itself. No cloud round trip required. The hands stay so stable while walking that a research team rigged one to carry a full cup of water and film steady video at the same time. On top of all that, it logs a long jump past a meter, pulls off a side flip, and pops up from its back into a standing position. Unitree didn't just build a cheap robot, they built the platform that put this technology in front of researchers everywhere, and that's exactly how an entire field accelerates. Beat 4. AgiBot A3, the robot that threw a party. AgiBot is a Shanghai outfit that has been on a tear, and its newest expedition model is the A3. When AgiBot dropped early footage in 2026, people lost their minds because the A3 was pulling off a flying kick, a mid-air strike, and a bicycle kick that connected with the ground before spinning back upright. AgiBot says it was all captured in real-world conditions with zero computer-generated imagery. The design leans on a flexible waist tuned for full human range of motion and lightweight legs that stay stable under shifting dynamic loads. The roadmap calls for mass production in 2026, aiming at tens of thousands of units. And the launch didn't happen in a vacuum. It rode in right behind an hour-long gala in Shanghai that was staged entirely by 16 humanoid robots, all of them live dancing, running comedy bits, and executing group routines together. 16 machines performing simultaneously for a full hour without a single failure. That's the real benchmark, not some clean clip cut for the algorithm. This wasn't a stunt. The coordination, the timing, the reliability across that many units at once. It was a public demonstration of manufacturing maturity. There's also a layer worth knowing about. Be clear-eyed about what those are. The FF Futurist and FFM Master are essentially AgiBot and Lynx hardware running Faraday Future software on top. The FF Futurist starts at $34,990 with an NVIDIA Orin chip. The FFM Master opens at $19,990, and the FXAIS quadruped lands at $2,499. The underlying AgiBot hardware is the real story. In November 2025, an A2 completed a 106-kilometer autonomous trek from Suzhou to Shanghai, crossing one of the most densely populated regions on Earth. That's not a controlled lab run, that's a genuine endurance test in the chaos of the real world, and it tells you which part of the package you're actually paying for. Beat 5. XPeng Iron, when a car maker builds a human. Here's a pattern that keeps proving itself. When a car company builds a robot, pay attention. The firms best positioned to manufacture humanoids at massive scale probably aren't the pure robotics startups at all. They're the ones already cranking out precision machines by the millions. XPeng is the cleanest example of that right now. At its AI Day in Guangzhou in November 2025, XPeng pulled the cover off the next generation Iron, and the room reacted like it had seen a ghost. The motion looked so natural that more than half the internet was convinced a person was zipped inside the shell. That clip of the skinless Iron rocketed to the top of the trending charts. Iron stands 178 centimeters, weighs 70 kilograms, and packs 82 degrees of freedom, with 22 of those living in each hand. It uses the industry's smallest one-to-one human-scale harmonic joints in the fingers, delicate enough to collect eggs without cracking a single shell. The spine flexes in every direction, and soft skin coats the whole body, embedded with touch sensors throughout. The compute is just as serious, 3 custom-made chips combining for somewhere around 2,250 trillion operations per second. It's also the first humanoid running fully solid-state batteries, which are tougher, safer, and longer lasting than what its rivals use. Iron is already working XPeng's own production line, helping build the P7 electric vehicle, and the company is breaking ground on a 110,000 square meter plant dedicated solely to manufacturing these machines. Mass production is set for the end end of 2026, with a developer kit expected to open globally near $150,000. Even Elon Musk has said the market will end up split between Chinese firms and Tesla. Watching Iron move, it's hard to argue he's wrong. Beat 6. Robot Era L7, the fastest humanoid alive. Save the best for last, because this is my favorite on the entire list. If the name Robot Era doesn't ring a bell yet, lean in, because these people go further than anyone else in the field. The company traces back to Tsinghua University in Beijing, one of China's elite engineering schools, and its flagship humanoid is the L7. It stands 171 centimeters, weighs 65 kilograms, and carries 55 degrees of freedom. It holds 2 world records: the fastest humanoid robot on the planet at 4 meters per second, roughly 14.4 kilometers an hour, and the highest standing jump ever recorded by a humanoid, both independently verified. The hand design sets it apart, a fully direct-driven layout with 5 fingers and 12 degrees of freedom, each finger moving independently of the others. The knee joint generates up to 400 Newton meters of peak torque, enough to launch the whole machine off the ground with explosive force. Aerospace-grade aluminum and carbon fiber keep it light without sacrificing strength. The dual arms span 2.1 meters and handle a combined payload of 20 kilograms. It runs a full microphone array, 3D lidar, and binocular cameras, with dual compute pairing an x86 chip against an NVIDIA Orin pushing 275 trillion operations per second. The embodied AI model runs everything end to end, fully on board, no external server. That matters more than it sounds, because most robots still offload their hardest thinking to the cloud. The L7 does all of it locally. Just before Chinese New Year 2026, it performed an entire choreographed sword dance in a classical martial arts style, all jumping, slashing, sharp pivots, and clean landings, and the blade never once slipped from its grip, and that's only the warm-up. It spins 360 degrees mid-jump, tens bar, dances hip-hop, sorts packages, scans barcodes, tightens screws, and assembles components on industrial lines. 6 robots, 6 wildly different bets on where this technology goes next, and yet the conclusion writes itself. Humanoids aren't coming, they're here, they're being deployed, and they're getting smarter at a pace that resets every single month. A $13,500 research platform sits beside a $420,000 factory worker, a living room companion stands next to a world record holding martial artist, and somehow there's room for all of it. That's a feeling I never expected to have about robots, but here we are. Which of these do you think is the best? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.